The Triceratops. Its name means three-horned face. Fossils of the Triceratops have been found across the northwest United States as well as in Canada. Classified as having lived during the late Cretaceous period, the Triceratops grew up to lengths of about 30 feet long and had a height of almost 10 feet, and this monster is estimated to have weighed just over 13 tons. The Triceratops is one of the most recognizable dinosaurs to the general public in the world, and that can be thanked to its incredibly unique skull. The Triceratops has a large skull that accounts for almost a third of the length of the animal. That is partially attributed to the notable frill along the top of the skull. Along with the bony frill, two large horns above the eyes as well as a nose horn make up the rest of the iconic parts of this creature. Paleontologists have gone back and forth as to what the different parts of the skull were used for by the animal when it lived in prehistoric times. The first theory for the horns is that of defense. Along with its enormous size, some experts have thought the Triceratops would have used its unique features as weapons for fending off carnivores, with trikes often depicted in media squaring up to fight against a Tyrannosaurus rex and attempting to pierce the carnivore with one of its horns. This theory is still recognized by many, but some paleontologists think the horns may have been used more for males fighting each other over the mating rights to females rather than facing off against predators. This second theory of fighting for dominance is one with a certain level of evidence beyond just speculation. Some Triceratops skulls recovered were found to have had large holes in the frills with the right size to have been formed by another trike's horn. Some paleontologists, however, thought that this would have been caused by a degenerative infection, but the holes seemed too deliberate to have been caused by such a random act, thus helping the idea that the holes were from males fighting for dominance. But of course, some paleontologists rest in the camp that the entirety of the Triceratops skull was for display to other Triceratops. This theory includes the frill and the horns in the idea that they were used for signaling to other Triceratops for mating. There are multiple species of Ceratopsians with multiple different frills. So the combination of the short, simple frill and the three horns could have helped distinguish trikes from other species and keeping mates carrying on the genes specifically for Triceratops. It has also been observed that the frill on the Triceratops skull had grooves that could have been for blood vessels, and when necessary, these vessels may have flushed blood to the frill, helping it to change color, telling other trikes it was time to mate. As one might gather from the previous information, the skull is thought to have had a profound impact on the social behavior of the Triceratops. Different forms of media have often depicted Triceratops to move in herds.
They do move in herds.
Not so fast, Alan. Some paleontologists have found issue with that idea. Because of how large the Triceratops got, it would have needed to eat tons of food in its diet, and trikes would have been ground grazers eating a lot of the low vegetation, so traveling in a large herd seems unlikely in order to maintain a large enough food supply for the animals. So instead, paleontologists think that one male Triceratops may have traveled with a small group of females and would have had sole breeding rights to that group. This then leaves other male trikes to roam independently until they challenge one of these dominant male Triceratops for the mating rights to its group of females. If a challenger won the fight against the previous dominant male, then the winner would assume dominance over the group and its females, and the loser would be forced to a life of solitude until it could have another chance at winning a fight for a different mating group. This is only one of the theories on how the social groups for Triceratops would have looked, but it is one of the most well thought out theories based on behaviors observed in the animal kingdom today. More can be said about the paleontological understanding of the Triceratops as far as its definition and naming of the animal goes, but these details are so great we will save that for a different video. The Triceratops is one of the most beloved dinosaurs in all of paleontology. From its earliest depictions in media and stop-motion films to its gentler appearances in movies such as the Land Before Time series, people have long recognized the Triceratops and its iconic skull in many forms of media. And as time and paleontology progresses, the Triceratops is sure to be here as one of the most famous dinosaurs in the world. And before we go, I need to make mention of the incredible online t-shirt store, TEELOBITE. TEELOBITE is a t-shirt store dedicated to making incredible designs for dinosaur lovers across the world. And today, launching alongside this video, TEELOBITE is dropping a new design in its Ceratopsian line for the Triceratops. Make sure to go check out the store by clicking on the link in the description down below.